Hey everyone and welcome back. Now in the earlier video we discussed the basics about license manager and how it can be used to enforce the policies. However, we had not done the practical, so let's go ahead and do the practical and look into how exactly this can be achieved. So I'll go to my AWS license manager in a different region. Now the first thing that you need to do is you have to create a license configuration. So let's click on this button of create license configuration. So here you can give a license name. I'll say expensive software. You can give a genuine name like Microsoft SQL Server or Red Hat or whatever license is associated with. Now the license type here, you have three types which are available. One is vCPU, second is cores, and third is sockets. Now many licenses can be associated with cores, many can be associated with sockets. So this really allows you to have a granular control. For our testing purposes, I'll say vCPU. Now here you can say number of vCPU, I'll say 1. That means we only have one license available which has the maximum of 1 vCPU that can be used. So if you have a license which allows 100 vCPU, you can just put it as 100 over here. But for simplicity, I'll put it as 1. And here you can enforce the limit. When you enforce the limit, you can ensure that a new EC2 instances cannot be launched which are using this specific licenses. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and you can click on submit. Great. So once you have submitted, let's click on here and you have to basically associate a specific resource. So we need to associate a AMI over here. So let's do one thing. What I'll do is I'll create a EC2 instance. Let me click on EC2 instance here. Let's quickly create a EC2 instance. I'll review and launch and I'll launch it. Great, so our EC2 instance is running. Let's go to actions and we'll quickly create an image. Let's give it as an image name. I'll say expensive AMI. Perfect, so the AMI creation is in process. Let's quickly wait here. Great, so the AMI is now created. So basically what you need to do is you have to associate this AMI with the license manager. So one example that I can share, let's assume that you have purchased the license of Red Hat. Now Red Hat will have a AMI. So you can associate that specific AMI ID of Red Hat with your license manager. So let's see on how we can do that. Under the associate AMI, you can click on associate AMI. And here your AMI automatically comes up. I'll just select this AMI and I'll click on associate. Great. Now basically we had given the license consumption of 1 vCPU. So now let's try it out. Let's try to launch an instance from our AMI. And you will be able to launch one instance here. However, if you try to launch an instance which has 2 vCPU, let's try it out. And here you see it says that the license limit has reached because this instance is trying to launch a server which has 2 vCPU for which we do not have the license for. So let's go back to the review screen. I'll go to configure instances. Let's go back once more and try to launch an instance which has just 1 vCPU. I'll go ahead and I'll do a review and launch. Perfect. So with 1 vCPU, your instance was successfully launched. And now if we go to the license manager back and go to the dashboard, you see you have one license which is consumed and it is enforced. Now do remember that this might take a little amount of time, close to 3 to 4 minutes for this to get updated. So just wanted to share you here. So this is the high level overview about how you can create your own license configuration. I hope this video has been informative for you and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.